Ohio's Republican Governor Mike DeWine has deployed 36 state troopers to schools in the town of Springfield after bomb threats at schools, city hall, and hospitals, following the viral false stories about the town's Haitian immigrants. Authorities report at least 33 bomb threats since Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, and others have repeated that baseless conspiracy, adding fuel to it, about Haitian immigrants supposedly stealing and eating people's pets. Completely false. All of those bomb threats turned out to be hoaxes. Joining us now is the Republican mayor of Springfield, Ohio, Bob Rue. Mr. Mayor, you've been going through a lot of stress on the system. We thank you for taking time to be with us. These false rumors that have besieged your city, what is the result of it? How are you responding?
Well, obviously, with great concern. Thank you for having me on. I just want to say that it's been difficult. Our community is obviously very concerned about the threats that we've received. I want to just thank Governor Mike DeWine and the state of Ohio for stepping up and helping us. One of his goals, and I want to echo that, was to bring life as much as normal, bring normalcy back in today. And that's why we have the troops that have been sent here to secure our school buildings. See, originally, Governor DeWine was helping us with our reckless operation and helping have our roads safer because we've seen a little bit of an uptick in reckless operation, and troops are not being sent to Springfield. But now they're being sent to Springfield, not because of the immigrants that are here, but because of the threats we received from the bomb threats.
What is your message to Republican leaders, including the standard bearers for your party, who keep insisting, J.D. Vance on all the networks on Sunday, insisting that it's accurate, that he's heard the 9/11 calls?
Well, let me just say that I am elected as a nonpartisan mayor in the city of Springfield, and my goal is to represent the entire community. But my simple message, and I've said this before, is if you have the national stage and you're a national politician, please understand the words that you're saying have great weight and how they can negatively affect a community like Springfield, Ohio. We just ask that it would quiet down. We need help, not hate. We need peace.
These immigrants, there are reportedly 15,000, 20,000 Haitians who were invited because a workforce was needed and because they could get less expensive housing and a standard of living. So these are legal immigrants, but it has, according to a lot of people who've also been interviewed, it has impacted the infrastructure and the support systems there. You're dealing with this as any community of 75,000, 78,000 perhaps would, Mayor Rue?
Yeah, so point of correction, they were not invited by the city of Springfield. This was not a program that we were involved with by any means. This was, the immigrants have come here under, obviously, the current administration's immigration policy. And so that's what has happened. And then the strain on our infrastructure has been very real. And we've been, as a community, trying to put our arms around this and manage the community to the best of our ability.
Let me clarify that then, because there's been a lot of misreporting on that front. So this is a Biden administration immigration program. So they are permitted to come in legally. And how did they wind up in Springfield? Word of mouth?
You know, I think that there's most definitely been some organic growth. You know, in the last 3 years, we've seen this increased influx. I think there was jobs to fill in the area. I would believe that there would be agencies that would be more involved with filling those jobs and would have more information for you than I would. But I'm sure there was a coordinated effort to bring new workers into our community. And then from that, there's been additional word of mouth and organic growth from that as well.
How are they being protected? Because some of them say that they feel threatened. Are there any threats against individuals that has involved your police force?
Well, as far as the threats have come in, they've been, you could pretty much blanket across any of the leaders, myself, my family, they're the commission leaders, and as well as the many buildings that have been threatened. Each one is taken seriously, and we've had to take precautions to make sure that our community is secure. Again, the state of Ohio has deployed many resources into our community, including crowd cameras and things like that, so we can monitor key strategic locations. You know, today, 6 a.m. in the morning, the state of Ohio had troopers at every school building in Springfield, along with bomb dogs, to make sure the school was swept and safe so kids could return to school.
And The governor has been very supportive of you and of the community. With Springfield being thrust into this spotlight, you had the Proud Boys this weekend. What kind of effect did that have on the people of the community?
Anytime there is a group that comes in that wants to bring unrest instead of peace is a concern, and it disrupts the community. No matter if it's 12 or 200, it's disruptive. And our goal is to, make sure that folks are safe when response like that happens in our community.
And what would you like your senator, the Republican presidential candidate, to know about Springfield, Ohio? What would you like all of us to know about your town?
Springfield is a beautiful city. It still is today a beautiful city. We are a city that has been faced with an increase in migrants, and we want migrants, and we want to make sure that we're wrapping our arms around the situation. This wasn't something we brought upon ourselves. And we want to make sure that the world knows that your pets are safer here. And I know that sounds silly, but also the fact that this is a wonderful community with wonderful people in it. And we work together to collaboratively to solve problems. And we are resolute, and we will come out of this strong.
Well, we wish you all the best, Mayor Rob Rue of Springfield, Ohio, you and your community. Thank you very much.